Drop a like on this video in the next 5 seconds if you want LEGO to release another Mandalorian LEGO set in 2021. Hello everyone, Mrminemachine8 here, and today we have the Mandalorian ATST Raider. It is a great looking set, one of the best ATSTs we've ever gotten in my opinion. It's so big, I mean it's not really that big, but too big for my recording studio apparently. But before we get into that, let's get into the minifigures. So, to start our minifigure selection off, as you saw with the drop a like thing, we have the Mandalorian. This is currently one of 2 sets he comes in, and he's a great minifigure. He has a special new cape, which are used on all the other Mandalorians in the battle pack and stuff, but he has some nice back printing. Like the little strap on his front continues all the way around. He has this nice Mandalorian blaster piece thing. It's like 3 pieces. And he has some nice torso. And LEGO did what the show should have done. This is what's underneath his helmet. Nothing! Just a blank space to keep his helmet up. Like, this, I think they should not have shown us his face. Like, that kind of ruined him. I still enjoy the show, don't get me wrong, but they did not need to show his face. So, going off next, we have Cara Dune. Might be Cara Dune. I know I'm butchering it already, but, you know, please don't hate me, comment section. We have Cara Dune here, and she has a long blaster, reminiscent of Mandalorians, only with different pieces. And not without that weird little claw piece at the end. Sorry, it's taking me forever to put this on. Well, here's Cara Dune. She has some nice torso printing, that gray there. She has, my stand will work. She has a double-sided face, question mark? Yes, she has a double-sided face. So that's her double-sided face. One side looks very angry. One side looks mildly interested in whatever it is that she's doing. Not gonna spoil the Mandalorian any more than I have. But, you know, this is something we've been seeing a lot with LEGO lately, and that's leg printing that's not necessary, and I love it. I love LEGO doing stuff like that, going out of their way for extra detail. Like, I would have been fine if they hadn't to put that leg printing there. I would have been absolutely fine with that, but that just pushed it over the edge. So, moving off of Cara Dune, or Cara Dune, just so I don't get massacred in the comment section, we have a Weequay Guard, I want to say he's called. I'm totally butchering some of these names, but he has a headpiece that is identical in the set. He has a nice blaster, which for some reason all but one of the blasters in the set are brick built. I mean, obviously they're all brick built, but more so. He has some nice back printing there. He has a nice shoulder spike pauldron thing, which I think was introduced with the Apocalypseburg set. But if you look underneath his helmet, you'll find that there is not a double-sided face. His face appears twice in this set. And it appears on this guy right here. This is another Weequay Guard. And he's basically the same. I mean, not much difference there other than what he's wearing. I mean, that's basically all the difference there is. He has a mini blaster as he's the pilot of the set. He has some meh back printing. I mean, it's still necessary, but still. He has that Age of Ultron headpiece, so if you weren't able to get, say, the original Ultron, but you're able to get some of them, you can still build that Ultimate Ultron, potentially. It's kind of nice that they reused that piece. But, yeah, that's about it for the minifigures. So, now we have the ATST Raider. I'm not exactly sure I'm going to shoot this, but as you can see, my studio is too small, as all you can see are the legs. So, we are going to hover cam it. So, here's the face of it. which is pretty well built. It's basically the exact same thing as the one from 2016? Yeah, it's from 2016. But at least it's not the one from 2017. Oh man. At least this one has a face. So, let's see. There's a little hatch up here. You can open that, but it's hard to get in there, so Lego threw in this extra feature. You can just lift the entire thing and make your minifigure. I'm going to put the actual pilot guy in there. And boom, minifigure in there. I'll also include a little slot for his gun, which I've dropped his gun. It seems to be staying. I don't know why they decided to paint only one leg red. I guess the Weequay guys forgot to buy enough red paint, but still pretty good. Head turns on an axis if you just turn this little knob here at the back, but it's very fidgety. Like it'll break after every few turns, so you have to push the head back down. But, you know, it's still pretty decent. And I just knocked over my tripod. And has some stud shooters, as is basically a given with any Lego Star Wars set at this point. Oh, this thing's gonna fall now. You know, let's make it part of the video, shall we? And it hit some explodey thing. But that's about it for today. I have to say that it's not as great of a feature as, say, the other Star Wars sets I reviewed. What's just like 3 of them? I think it's the AAT that I reviewed. But, yeah, that's just because it's lower on the ground. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you all enjoyed, and I have spoken. Bye.